Hi everybody, welcome to Live Blogger. In this tutorial series, we are creating this single page website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. And in the previous video, I showed you how to deploy this website using Netlify. Now in this video, I'll show you how to make this design your Blogger website homepage. So here we can see this is my Blogger homepage. Now we're going to add this design over here to the homepage. So let's get started. Now what we're going to do is we're going to create a new page and we're going to redirect the home page to that custom page, and we will add this custom design to that page. So let's go over here to pages and let's create a new page. So let's click on new page, and here for the title I'll just tap main page, and here I'll just tap testing for now, and let's click on this options drop down and let's select do not allow comments, and let's click on publish and confirm. And now we can see this page has been created. So let's view this page, and this is how this page looks right now. Now we're going to turn this page into this design right here. So the first thing we will do is we will redirect the home page to this page right here. So let's go over here to Blogger settings and let's scroll down, and here we have this option called errors and redirects. So let's click on custom redirects, and here let's add a new redirect, and we will go from the home page to this page right here. So I'll just copy this part of the URL and let's paste it over here, and let's click on permanent and let's click on OK. And now we can see that it goes from this home page to this page right here. So let's click on save, and now we can see here we have one custom redirect. And now let's go to the home page and let's reload this page. And now we can see that we are redirected to this custom homepage over here. So now if you want to access the list of all the blog posts, you can just go over here to index.html. And now we can see all the blog posts are displayed over here. But if you go to the homepage, we'll be redirected to our custom homepage. So now let's go ahead and start customizing this page. So the first thing we will do is we will remove all the unnecessary things from here. So let's right click over here and go to inspect. The first thing we will do is we will remove these BG photo overlay and BG photo container. So you can select these two classes from here. So let's go back and let's go to our page. And here I'll just remove this, and let's create a style tag. And here let's type BG photo overlay. So let's copy this and let's paste it over here, and let's type BG photo container, and we can just go ahead and type display of none. And now if I update this, and if I go back to our page and if I reload this page, now we can see that those things have disappeared from here. So now let's remove the other things as well. So if you scroll up here, we can see that we have this header. So let's right click over here and go to inspect, and let's see where is the header. So here we can see we have this header. We can go ahead and hide this header. So let's go ahead and type header over here. So I'll just type comma header, and now we can see that the header has disappeared. All right, now the next thing we will do is we will hide this popular post widget from here, and also this footer. So let's right click and go to inspect, and this is the popular post widget. So this is the selector. So I'll just copy this and paste it over here, and then we need to hide the footer. So let's right click and go to inspect, and for the footer we have this footer, and it also has this ID of footer. So let's type footer with an ID of footer, and let's click on update, and let's go back to our page and reload this page. And now we can see most of the things have disappeared. So now let's go ahead and remove this. So let's right click and go to inspect, and it is inside this division with the class of post share buttons. So let's copy this and let's paste it over here, and let's go back, and then we have this heading. So it is an S3 with a class of post title. So let's go ahead and type post title over here, and then we have this border over here. So let's see what is that. here we can see we have the comments. So let's remove the comments. So we have this ID of comments. So let's type hash comments and let's update this. And let's go back to our page and let's reload this page. Right now, the next thing we will do is we will remove the max width property from here, because here we can see that it doesn't span the whole width of the screen. So let's right click and go to inspect. And first of all, in the article, we have some padding, because we can see we have the green border over here. So it means that we have some padding. So we can see we have this padding of 30 and 40. So let's select this article, and it has this class of post outer container. So it is this one right here. So let's copy this selector, and let's go back, and here let's add the selector, and we need to remove the padding. So let's type padding 0, and the next thing we need to do is we need to remove this margin from this widget. So here we can see we have this margin bottom of 16. So let's remove that. Let's copy this selector, and let's paste it over here, and let's type margin 0, and let's update this, and let's go back, and let's reload this page. Right now, let's go back, and let's go to the post outer, and here also we have some margin. I think we have some padding. So let's copy this, and let's paste it over here. And now let's go to this division right here, and it has some padding. So let's copy this selector, and let's remove the padding. So I'll just paste it over here. Right now, let's go to the centered division, and for the centered division, we need to remove the max width and also the padding. So let's copy this selector, and let's paste it over here, or I'll just paste it right here, and let's type padding 0, and let's set the max width to unset, and let's update this CSS. Let's go back to our page, and let's reload this page, and now we can see it has this max width. And let's go back, and let's see what else we need to do. We have a gap at the top, so let's see how to fix that. So let's go inside the main section, and let's go into the inner divisions. And here we can see for post body we have some margin, so we need to remove this margin. So let's copy this, and let's paste it over here. And we need to add some more styles to this post body. So first of all, let's remove the margins, and then we need to set the color of all the text to black, and we also need to unset this default line height from here. So let's do that. Let's set the color to black and line height to unset, and let's update this, and let's go back to the page, and let's reload this page. And now I think everything is alright. Right now we can go ahead and add our custom code over here to this page. So let's go to the source code. Now here we need to make some changes before adding it to our page. So the first thing we need to do is we need to add a custom class to this header, because we already have a header inside our theme. So we need to add a class. So I'll just type class, and let's set the class to my header so that it is different from the header of the theme. And the next thing we need to do is we need to change the class name of container, because in the Blogger theme we already have a class called container, so it will clash with the CSS of our custom design. So let's change the class name to something else. So we have the container over here, so I'll just select this, and in VS Code you can just press Command D or Control D to select all the instances of class container. So I'll just press Command D a couple more times. And now we can see all the class container have been selected. So now we can go ahead and use the right and left arrows over here and go to the start, and let's tap my container. So now if you save this, we can see that the changes are made over here for all these instances. And now we need to go over here to style.css file, and we need to change all the container to my container. So let's select this and let's press Command D and let's go to the start and let's tap my hyphen container. Right now we can go ahead and copy this code to our page. So let's copy all these CSS from here and let's paste it down here. So I'll just add a comment. I'll just tap end of theme CSS and let's paste the CSS over here. And now let's go ahead and paste the HTML. So let's go back and let's go to the HTML file and let's copy from this line of code till here. So let's copy this and let's paste it over here. And now we need to add the JavaScript. So let's create a script tag for that. And let's go back and let's go to the main.js file. Let's copy all this JavaScript from here and let's paste it inside the script tag. Right now let's save this. And let's go back to our page and let's reload this page. And here we can see all these elements are displayed over here. The header of our design is not being displayed. So that's because we have set the display of the header to none. So here we can see header display is set to none. But we have already added a class called myHeader to our custom header. So here I just type myHeader or header.myHeader. So it will select the header with the class myHeader and let's set the display to block. And let's click on update and let's go back to the page and let's reload this page. And now we can see that the header is being displayed over here. And now the header is being displayed, but we have some problems in the styling. So the first thing is that we have this element of the theme displayed over here. So let's right click and go to inspect. Now here we can see that we have this division with the class of centered top placeholder. So it is this one right here. So we can just set the display to none over here for this. So let's copy this selector and let's paste it over here. Let's go back to our page and let's reload this page. Now we still have some problems over here. So let's right click and go to inspect and let's see whether we can find the problems. So here in nav, everything is looking all right. So I think we have some problems in the source code. So let's go back to our source code and let's see whether we have any problems over here. So here we can see that we have accidentally changed this nav to something different. So I'll just fix this. So I'll just select all these instances and we need to change this to nav. And I think while changing this container we had done that. So I'll just select this container once again and let's type my container. So I don't think we have any more problems. So let's copy all the CSS from here and let's go back and let's paste it over here. So I'll just cut all of this from this line of code till the end of the CSS. And let's paste our latest code and let's click on update. And let's go back to our page and let's reload this page. And now we can see that it looks all right. So everything is looking all right. Now we have some problems in the swiper, but everything else is being displayed correctly. Now for the sliders to work, we need to go ahead and copy the links of the Swiper.js library. So here we can see that we have this link of the font and also the Swiper.js library. And we also need to copy the link of this animation library. So let's copy these three links from here and let's go back and let's paste it over here after the style tag. And now let's go ahead and click on update. And let's go back to our page and let's reload this page. And now we can see that the slider is being displayed correctly. So everything is working all right. The animation is also working all right. And this slider is also working correctly. Now the next thing we will do is we will change the styling of this S3. So right now this S3 doesn't have the correct color and it also doesn't have the correct font size. So let's go back to our CSS and here let's type S3 and let's set the color of all the S3 to black and let's set the font size to 18 pixels and let's update this. Let's go back to our page and let's reload and now we can see we have the correct font size and color. Right now let's go to the mobile version, and for the mobile version we have some padding on the left and the right sides. So let's right click and go to inspect, and here if you go to the post outer container we can see that there's a padding of 16 pixels. So let's copy this selector and let's paste it over here, and we need to add it inside this media query. So let's copy this media query from here and let's paste it over here, and let's add this line of code inside the media query, and here we need to just type padding of 0 and let's update this, and let's go back to our page and let's reload this page, and now we can see that everything is looking alright. So now the last thing we need to do is we need to add the images. So right now the images are not being displayed over here because if you take a look at the images, here we can see that for the images we have this source of images / the image name, but we don't have this images folder in our Blogger website. So what we need to do is we need to upload these images somewhere and get the links and paste them over here. So for this we will use a service called cloudinary.com. So you can just go to cloudinary.com and create a free account and log into the account, and you will find this media library. So just go to media library and go to folders, and here you can create a new folder for your website. So just click on this create a folder button and create a folder. So I have already created this folder called Blogger homepage. So I'll just open this, and now we can drag and drop our files over here. Alright, so I have all my images over here in this images folder. So I'll just select all these images and I'll just drag and drop them over here. And now we can see all the images are being uploaded. And with that, all the images have been uploaded. Now let's go ahead and get the links and paste them inside our code. So first of all, we have this image for the slides. So slide 1, slide 2 and slide 3. So let's go to Cloudinary and let's search for slide 1. So you can just press Command F and type slide 1. To get the link, you can just click on this copy link button, or you can just go over here to this options and then go to share and click on copy URL. So let's copy this link and let's go back and let's paste it over here instead of this source. And we will do the same for all the other slides. So we have slide 2 over here. So let's search for slide 2 and let's copy this link and let's paste it over here. And let's do the same for slide 3. So let's copy this link and paste it over here. And if I just update this, and if I go to the home page, here we can see for the slider of the header, we have the images being displayed. So in this way you can go ahead and add the links of all the images inside your website. So I'll just quickly go ahead and do that behind the scenes. Right, so I have added all the images and this is how it looks. We can see all the icons and images are displayed over here. And now let's take a look at the mobile version. So this is the mobile version and we have the icon displayed over here and it is also working correctly. And everything is being displayed correctly. So with that, we have completely changed the design of our Blogger homepage to a custom design. Now in the next video, we will make this contact form work. Right, so that's basically it for this video. If you have any doubts, you can ask in the comments below. And if you like this video, please click on the like button and subscribe to this channel to get the latest video updates. Thanks a lot for watching. Have a nice day.